basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Warriors are interested in making some more negotiations, and the objective is to sign a new star. The Golden State Warriors are looking for ways to improve the team's roster after losing Klay Thompson in free agency and striking out on a blockbuster NBA trade for Paul George. One player Golden State has been linked to is Utah Jazz star Lauri Markkanen. Bleacher Report's Zach Buckley put together one realistic trade proposal for every NBA team. The analyst's proposed trade has the Warriors not only landing Markkanen but also adding Walker Kessler. Golden State sends Utah the following trade package in the proposal: Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton II, Moses Moody, 2 first-round picks, 2026, 2028, 2 second-round selections, 2026, 2028, and a 2031 first-round pick swap. Markkanen still has 1 season remaining on a 4-year, $67 million contract and is headed for a lucrative new contract. The star has a reasonable $18 million cap hit for 2024 to 25. Let's dive into whether this trade works for the Warriors or Jazz. For Golden State, it is a lot to give up in a trade, especially considering the front office has been reluctant to deal Kuminga. Yet, the Warriors are getting back a legitimate star in Markkanen and another key role player with Kessler. NBA scribe Mark Stein reported that the Warriors are among the teams interested in acquiring Markkanen. If Markkanen remains on his current contract, he will continue to be tradable from now through the February 6 deadline, with his $18 million expiring salary before becoming an unrestricted free agent next June 30, Stein detailed in a July 9, 2024, story titled, "More Lauri Markkanen Latest and a Look Ahead to Olympic Men's Basketball." Teams that have pursued Markkanen this offseason, like the Warriors and Kings, can continue to try to engage Utah in trade talks on Markkanen until August 6 and then beyond in the absence of an extension, although the intensity of those talks appear to have faded somewhat amid a rising belief that the Jazz would prefer to extend Markkanen first before moving forward in any direction. Golden State has been hesitant to trade Kuminga, but head coach Steve Kerr indicated the team is open for business. The veteran coach noted that Steph Curry is the only untouchable player on the Warriors roster. Time will tell if Markkanen could be the caliber of player that would prompt Golden State to move Kuminga. Buckley believes Kessler could be the sweetener that gets the deal done. This would nearly deplete the Dubs' asset collection, but you could argue a player of Markkanen's caliber is worth such a splurge, Buckley wrote in a July 10 article titled, "One Trade Every NBA Team Can Make Right Now." He'd be the most skilled co-star Stephen Curry has had since Kevin Durant skipped town, as Markkanen is a scoring 7-footer with a fiery outside shot, a plethora of post moves to punish switches, and enough defensive utility to be a positive presence on both ends. If Golden State still wasn't fully convinced Markkanen is worth the sacrifice of Kuminga, adding Kessler to the exchange might get a handshake done. Stephen Curry, only Warriors player not in trade talks. Steve Kerr told 95.7 The Game that Stephen Curry is the only player on the Golden State Warriors not involved in NBA trade talks. The Warriors are trying to acquire Lauri Markkanen from the Utah Jazz. Markkanen becomes extension eligible on August 6. He's on an expiring $18 million contract and due for a large long-term raise. Markkanen is one of the best players in the NBA. He averaged 23.2 points, 8.2 rebounds, 2.0 assists, 0.9 steals and 0.5 blocks in 2023-24 while shooting 48% from the field, 39.9% from beyond the arc and 89.9% from the free throw line in 55 games. Markkanen has career averages of 18.1 points, 7.3 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 0.7 steals and 0.5 blocks with the Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Jazz. He won the 2022-23 Most Improved Player of the Year award with Utah. The Warriors missed the playoffs in 2024. they lost the 9-10 play-in game to the Sacramento Kings. A future Hall of Famer, Curry has 2 years left on his contract. He told NBA reporter Vincent Goodwill of Yahoo Sports that he wants to spend his entire career with Golden State. Curry's comments came in the wake of Klay Thompson leaving the Warriors for the Dallas Mavericks in free agency. "I mean, I can clearly say I want to be a Warrior for life," Curry told Yahoo Sports. "It's always been my goal, and I'm saying that sitting in this chair right now, but like you said, life, and especially life in the NBA, it is a wild environment, and things change quickly." The Warriors won 4 titles in the Curry-Thompson-Draymond Green era. They played in 6 NBA Finals. "Not having Klay, man, it still hasn't really sunk in, just because you've been doing it for 13 years together," Curry told Yahoo Sports. And you know, Warriors coach Steve Kerr made a joke. He's like, "Sometimes you can't really find Klay in the offseason, and you don't really hear from him as much, and then he shows up at training camp ready to go. I kind of have this idea that October, he'll still show up, like, 'Hey guys, what's up?' But I know it's not happening."